Probably about a 6-foot-long fish, very common this time of year.
And these guys are so cunning. He's seen that many lures and hooks and flies.
That is sport fishing action at its absolute best.
That is a cracker. Look at it. Oh! Hello, I'm Rob Paxavanis and welcome to Fishing Australia. I'm up at Cairns in tropical North Queensland. Cairns has some fantastic fishing options which we're going to check out on today's show. I'm just going to check in my gear here at the Cairns Colonial Club Resort and get my gear ready for a big show. One of the highlights on the Cairns fishing calendar is the Tinny and Tackle Show right here at the Raintree Shopping Centre. It's an absolutely fantastic event with lots of tinnies and tackle, as the name suggests, but also lots of demonstrations about bait, lure and fly fishing in the local Cairns region. And how about this for a warm welcome? Let's go and have a look. I'm with Deanne, the marketing manager here at Raintrees. Welcome to Fishing Australia.
Thank you.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here. Now, for what reason did you put together this show? Looking pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Wayne Bain and myself, Wayne from Mitchell Marine and myself, organised the show. Basically just to give something back to the community. It's a great environment up here to fish, so it's great to bring people down, have everything under the one umbrella, especially the kids. I mean, there's lots of smiling faces out there and kids are having a great time. Everyone's having a good time. Looks like you're going to get a really good turnout, and it's one of the few places where there's an actual boat and tackle show inside a mall. It's a brilliant idea. Now, tell me, more people than last year for sure? Absolutely. We've got a lot more exposure out there thanks to Win Television. We've got press advertising. People from last year are all excited and G'd up to come again this year, so we're hoping everyone will come down and support us. I'm sure they will. Thanks for your time, mate. Thank you. Let's keep looking around.
My name's Grant Harold, this is Larry Smart. What we're going to tell you about today, basically,
got to free that up a bit so that you cast it a bit further. But if you know you're only going to cast 3 metres, 4 metres, just tighten that up so that that's as far as you can cast.
while they do eat prawns and all that sort of stuff, their primary source of food is generally like squid or...
When it sinks to the bottom, it actually stands up like that on the bottom. I'm with Wayne Bain from Mitchell's Marine, one of the key players in getting together the Cairns Tinny and Tackle Show. Wayne?
Hey Rob, how are you?
I'm very good, mate. Now, the whole purpose of this show, real community-based event?
That's what it's all about. It's getting the people that are involved in our industry out there with us so that we can show them what our products are all about.
Yeah.
And hopefully educate them so that they can get more enjoyment out of the equipment that they own, yeah.
And it's sort of a range of people. It's not just your expert boaters and anglers. It's starting at grassroots.
We're starting from kids right the way up. This is purely an educational thing and to show people the products that we do have available, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, mate. A real community-based event. I'm just absolutely ecstatic to be here, and it's great to see that we're planting the seeds for the fishermen of tomorrow. Congratulations to everybody who helped put the Cairns Tinny and Tackle Show together. The turnout speaks for itself. And how about all those young kids and those smiling faces? Absolutely fantastic stuff. I'm just going to have a quick cappuccino here at Mocha Mecca, and then I'm off to hit the water because there's some absolutely fantastic fishing to be had here in Cairns, tropical North Queensland. I'm about an hour's drive from Cairns at Yungaburra on the Cairns Highlands. The fantastic thing about this place is that there's lots of accommodation options right on the water, and there's also some fantastic restaurants in the region as well. I'm just going to check in at the Lakeside Motor Inn, sharpen up some hooks, and I'll see you out on the water. Some of the best impoundment fishing in the country is found right here in tropical North Queensland. Now, Tinaroo Dam behind me is one of my favourite spots. It has all sorts of wonderful water activities like water skiing, sailing, jet skiing, but its claim to fame for anglers is that it has the biggest barramundi in the world. Now, we're going to try to catch one, but we're up against something known as the Tinaroo curse. I'm with Dave Power from Ep9 in Cairns. Welcome to the show.
How are you, Rob?
Fantastic. Can you tell me about this Tinaroo curse?
Well, the Tinaroo curse is that every film crew that's come up to try and film the fish in this big lake, these really big fish that live here, have always been eluded and haven't managed to catch one on film. There's been a fair few tried and failed before you, but hopefully we can reverse that this afternoon.
It'd be very nice. Now, what sort of planning we got here today? We're going to get a fish. It's a little bit cold. We've found some warm water. We're driving around the lake looking for that. What's the plan from here?
This afternoon, what we'll do is we'll just double anchor along this edge of the vegetation here, and once we anchor up, those big fish will cruise the edges of the vegetation this afternoon, and hopefully we'll intercept one.
Yeah, sounds good to me. We've got a live bait out. We're going to cast some lures around, and hopefully we can break that curse. We've got a couple of live baits out, and that's one way to catch barramundi, but probably a more challenging way to catch barramundi is on lure. Now, there's a lot of different ways to use lures, but I guess when you're fishing with a world champion, you'd have to take some tips off him. Dave, what can you tell me about lure fishing for barra here at Tinaroo?
Yeah, sure, Rob. It's definitely the most exciting way to catch a fish, especially at night time. We get up in the shallows, and the guys actually can actually hear a fish buffet right at your feet. Yeah. One tip I would give to people is that that's an 8-foot barra bait, which is about one of the most popular lures to use in the dam. Yep. Just to gun your first treble up into a 1.0 VMC, yep, and the back two into number 1, simply because when the barramundi, the size of the fish in this lake, yeah, when they just get up and tail walk and head shake and carry on, yeah, there's a lot of flexing on that front treble, so yeah, therefore it takes a lot of the pressure. All
right, so a bigger hook on that one. Well, the curse of Tinaroo has claimed another victim, but I tell you what, we will be back and we will get one of these huge barramundi on tape for the Fishing Australia program. I promise you that. Dave, thanks for your time.
The curse stays with you, Rob.
It has, mate. We will break that curse. We will do it. Cairns is known for its game fishing, reef fishing, and also some of the best impoundment fishing in the country for those huge barramundi up at Tinaroo Dam. But what you don't get to see very often is some of the beautiful freshwater streams. The fishing's absolutely fantastic in these places. I'm joined once again by Dave Power from Ep9. He used to guide on these waters. He's got the electric motor ready. We're going to sneak around, and I reckon we're in for a whole heap of fun. Let's get into it. I'm onto something just a bit better here. It's a tarpon. How about that? Oh, they are a spectacular fish. Good tarpon for here by the look of it, Dave.
Yeah, he's a nice little fish, mate.
Wow, they are an amazing fish. He'll jump again. Oh, they've got some fight in them too, haven't they, Dave? There he goes.
There he goes.
Oh, beauty. Oh, there he goes. Look at that. You got him?
Yeah, there we go.
Ooh, well done. Okay, let's just get that hook out and give everyone a good look at him. Oh.
They fight like a bag of cats, Rob. They're good fun.
Oh, look at that. What a wonderful fish. Good sized fish for here?
Oh, average. Yeah, they're average. They're great fun on fly. You can see there, Rob, those real large mirror scales on them. Yeah. And they've got a really large bony mouth that are really hard to stay connected.
Yeah. Well, we're finally on. It's been really hard. The water's pretty cool, and we've had to work hard for this fish, and he's a pretty happy man because as a guide he really wanted to catch a fish for me and he's worked hard. We've got a barramundi on, and I'll tell you what, he saved the day right on sunset. This is like kicking a goal on the siren. Dave, nice little barra for this creek.
Yeah, nice little fish, Rob. Yeah, there he is.
There he goes there now. I'll tell you what.
It was a long time between drinks, but
it was a long time between drinks.
At least you'll get a look at one, Rob.
Yeah. There's our barramundi there. Dave's just going to get him up. He's just got like a little 3 to 4 kilo spin stick there. He's got 6 kilo line and a bit of 30-pound leader on the end because the barramundi's got, it's a bit of abrasive teeth and also some gill rakers. Got him, Dave?
Got him there, Rob.
Well done, mate. Well done. You've really saved the day here. Would he be a legal size fish for here, Dave?
No, he's not legal. They have to be 58 centimetres to be legal.
Okay.
No, he's just typical of the winter fish that we get up here this time of year.
Yep. Well, I'll just get that, trim that line off there and we'll get that lure out. Get that out there. Okay. Now, if you can just release him for us, I guess.
Yep, sure, mate.
He's undersized. Make sure you check your rules, of course.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're ever going fishing. And there he is, a beautiful barramundi. It's not over yet. Got a couple of, maybe half an hour of daylight. We might pin another one yet. There you go. Back in the wild. The curse of Tinaroo seems to have followed us down the hill, and we haven't caught a great deal here on the Mulgrave River. And that's the thing about fishing. You don't always catch fish. But it's not over yet. We still have the Great Barrier Reef to fall back on. The freshwater scene's been a little bit tough, so we've come out to the saltwater where the action should pick up a whole heap of pace. I'm fishing on the charter boat Billfish with Rick Eustace. Mate, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Rob.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here now. We're fishing for Spanish mackerel first up.
Yeah, we're going to pull some Rick garfish out on the outriggers.
Yeah, they just skip along the top.
Skip along the top, and a couple of lures down the centre here.
Yep.
And see how we go for there with those first.
Yeah, now you don't have to be Columbo the detective to work out that this is a popular lure to use up here. It's absolutely covered in teeth marks. It's been hammered.
Mate, these are great up here. These are the Halco Laser Pros, and they're just catching the heck out of them up here.
Yep.
Sort of had to touch this little fella up with a bit of nail polish there to keep a bit of red on him. He's just been chewed up, but they just keep going and going, those little suckers.
Will you put that out, mate?
Thank you.
Fingers crossed. All we need is an average day out here, which should be red hot. Yeah. It's the beanie beanie mighty mo. Mate, we've been going all of 5 minutes here and we're hooked up already.
We're going.
What's your predictions here, mate?
Oh, I think we might have a couple of small mackies here.
Couple of small mackies? That was just absolutely brilliant. Mate.
Yours is a bit closer, Rob. You bring yours in
Get
first.
mine up first. Oh, this is a joy, and we've just matched the tackle to it. Here he comes now.
Oh, it's a little...
little Spaniard or little Spotty?
No, a little Spaniard.
All right, I'll lift him up there. Here he comes there now. I got him there. Now I got him on the wide trace. There's our little mackerel
over
there.
here.
We're just going to get this one under control because he's got really sharp teeth, so I'll put him out the way. And we're going to see what Rick's got on absolute mayhem here on the Great Barrier Reef in tropical North Queensland. What do you got there, Rick?
Little scaly mackerel. So
right.
we got one Spanish, one scaly.
So that's a little Spanish mackerel?
Yeah.
And that's a scaly mackerel?
Yeah, the little Spanish has to go back.
Yeah, he's undersized.
Small.
Okay, we'll get him back in the water very shortly. And that one there?
That's the little scaly mackerel.
What do we use him for?
Oh, we're using him for marlin baits.
Later in the year for the heavy tackle season?
Yep.
That's bait later in the year. We'll keep him, get this back in the water, we'll get the lures back in and back into it. Back he goes in the water. Next. Triple hook up here. I'm on the one fish. Mine's not so big. Rick's looks a bit bigger.
Yeah, mine's
and there's another.
Fish.
I'll get this bloke in first. It's going off here on the Great Barrier Reef. I'm just going to have to tango under you, mate. Look at that. That's called the double hook up tango. Happens a lot on this boat. Oh, yes. Oh, this is
On the right rigger.
Oh, no.
Got a fish on the right rigger as well.
It's all hands on deck here. I'll just get my one up here. There he is.
This is a nice keeper Spanish mackerel.
Look at that.
Two nice big.
Look at that.
Can you just somebody pass me the gaff?
All right. We'll just get that one out of the way. 2 Spanish mackerel. Look at that. We've been going all of half an hour. Rick's just going to gaff that one. He's got him. Now we're going to be really careful with these guys. They have got super sharp teeth like you wouldn't believe. They can cut a tuna in half and you won't even feel the bite. Absolutely amazing fish. Now he's certainly legal size, my man.
Oh yes, that's illegal. That's a keeper, that one.
There's our Spanish mackerel there. Is he an average fish for out here?
He's an average fish for out here. They do get bigger.
Yep.
But yeah, he's around the average size for around here.
What would he weigh?
He'd have to go about 6 kilos, and it's a nice fish.
All right, mate, I reckon we get this one on the ice box because they are beautiful eating. They're an A1 table fish. That's how they're classed at the markets. And they just, mate, I'm thrilled to pieces. I love mackerel fishing. They're just sensational. Get him in the box, mate.
And let's
Lures
do it.
back out. Beautiful stuff. When you gaff and fish, just lay it over him. In you go, just like that. Another Spanish mackerel. What an absolutely beautiful fish that is. It's time for a change of plan now because with mackerel fishing, they're a very hard fish to release because of those sharp teeth. It's hard to get the lure out. So when you've caught enough mackerel, you're best to leave them alone and go for another fish. Our popper fishing for trevally didn't quite work out, so another change of plan. You always need options. What's the go here, Rick?
Well, seeing that it was a bit breezy and that for the popper fishing today.
Yep, bit hard, bit choppy.
Bit choppy. We thought we'd drop off and try for some bottom fish.
Yep.
Just cutting up the scaly that we caught this morning.
Yep, nice hard skin on that for bait, yep.
It's not going anywhere, this stuff, when it's on the hook.
Yep.
So just thought we'd pull up on top of a bommy here and see if we can't catch ourselves a couple of bottom fish.
Yeah, maybe a coral trout or
maybe a coral trout.
Nanagai or something. Now there's our rig there. Now one hook in some areas on the Great Barrier Reef at the moment.
Yeah, one hook with the new rules here.
Yep, there's a lot of new zones, green zones, yellow zones. You've got to know about them. If you come out with someone like Rick, well, he knows all about it, so you don't have to worry. But if you're out here fishing privately, you've got to check those rules. They're changing all the time. There's our rig, sinker on the bottom, a little bit of bait. Pretty straightforward.
Drop
into the water.
Down to the bottom and away you go.
And let's hope we can come up with a couple of tasty reef fish. Now bite straight away here. Now it's only small, but that's just fantastic to hit the bottom and get a bite straight away. There we go, we're on.
We're on.
He's off, I'll go back down. Now that's the mistake people make if they... he come up with it, he was swimming up with it. No, he's not there. Now if you stop and you're not feeling the fish, don't pull it all the way in because it is a tough bait, just wait. And they'll either go back down or they'll come back. He's there, but he's only small, whatever it is. I'll just get him up and have a look. There he comes now. What have we got there?
A little baby trout.
A little baby trout. Now they call these strawberry trout. It's obviously a coral trout.
Yeah.
But when they're that colour, they call them a strawberry trout, yeah?
Yes, that's correct.
Quick look for the camera before he goes back. What a pretty fish, eh?
Yeah, he's a beautiful little fish.
Yep.
He's had a little bump up the side up here on the reef at some time by the look of it.
Yeah.
But I think we get him back in there while he's still kicking.
Righto, mate. Get him in. Well done. Rick's hooked onto something really big on that big fusilier bait that we put out earlier. Hopefully we can get this fish in. We've had a couple of really big hits, but the fish have just taken us straight into the reef.
We might have to get this bloke a bit more curry there.
Come on, Rick, mate, please.
Just
I want to see it. Oh, no! What are your predictions, mate? He's gone. There's just some big fish down there. We're trying to stop him. We might have to pull the hand lines out, mate. Let's have a post-mortem here, mate.
He's broken the wire.
Bit of crime scene investigation, mate. Oh, he's done the wire.
He's done the wire on it.
Something big, mate, to break wire like that. What we've done here is we've switched to hand lines because there's a lot more one-on-one pulling power. Oh, look at that.
What do you think? I think we might have a shark down there.
That is the head of what was a big coral trout, and he's been smashed by a shark. There's all sorts of wild things down there at the moment, but the hand line nearly won the day. Mr. Trout, you've seen better days, mate. Geez, you've got to be quick here, mate. Come on, let's get the lines back in, mate. Let's get this big fish. Come on, let's get into it. Trevor from the Colonial Club, who's been looking after us for the last few days back in Cairns, has got another beautiful coral trout there. Rick, would he be a legal size, mate?
Yeah, I'd say he's coming up to the legal size. We've got a measuring stick over here. We can measure him up there to make sure.
Yeah, I reckon we just pop him back, mate. We're getting some big hits here, so hopefully we should be able to land something significantly better.
Yeah.
I'll just unhook him and pop him back in the water. But what a pretty fish, eh? Look at that. Look at those blue spots. Rick Eustace from the boat Billfish and his skipper Tiger. Absolutely fantastic crew. You can book them direct, or you can check out the Fishing Cairns website, run by Les Marsh, a fantastic site. Mate, but we got to go.
We've got to go.
I'd love to stay, mate. It's an absolutely fantastic spot. A special thanks also to Trevor from the Cairns Colonial Club Resort for coming along today, putting on a fantastic lunch and also catching a few fish for us. Mate, tropical North Queensland.
Best way to fish.
Smashing place. Well, wasn't that great? We got off to a slow start but finished off with a bang. And one thing I can promise you is we'll be back to tackle the Tinaroo curse for one of those giant barramundi. Before I go, I'd like to thank the Cairns Colonial Club Resort. It's where the Fishing Australia team stays and it's a great base for the whole family. A special thanks also to the people who made this show possible, Queensland Tourism. If you're ever coming up this way, make sure you check out their website or give them a call. They've got all the information you'll need for an absolutely fantastic holiday. Until we meet again, I'm Rob Paxavanis from all the team at Fishing Australia. We'll see you on the water.